This is the third part in my hardcore Minecraft world. In the last one we built this.
Nice.
It's not much now, but this will eventually be the entrance to a huge underground main base. But we can't really start working on it yet because my tools suck. I definitely don't want to do that, and you definitely don't want to watch that. So today our main goal is to get an upgrade. And by an upgrade, I don't mean this. I mean this.
Hey, where you get that? I'm gonna need that device.
Oh, and I start a project toward the end of the video that has potential to corrupt my entire world. So if you want to see that, make sure you stick around to the end. But before I do anything else, I need to redo my storage because I don't know about you, but this current setup is driving me crazy.
What is that?
So here's a build montage. Do it right against the wall or do it like this. Alright, now that all the housekeeping is taken care of, I think it's finally time that I get my money up and claw my way out of poverty. I dug a spiral staircase down to Y-59. When I reached Y-59, I dug out a little cube to serve as a hub, and got to work strip mining away the durability of my diamond pickaxe.
Hey!
They say I run faster than light itself.
I wanted to enchant a pickaxe with fortune before mining the diamonds I found, and I also needed to establish a renewable food source. So if you haven't put it together yet, it's time for me
to enslave an entire generation of cows, raising them for the sole purpose of harvesting their meat and leather.
I mean, my ethically raised free-range dairy farm. Yeah, I started off by digging a decently sized pit in the ground to keep the cows trapped, to keep the cows safe, and made a little jump up using a carpet on top of a fence post so that I could easily get out.
Wow.
I still had a bit of leftover wheat from that village I ransacked in episode 1, so I ran around looking for cows. Once I felt like I had enough to start the farm, I brought them all back to my compound and locked them inside. I picked up a couple sheep along the way, so I dug out another breeding pit to keep them separated from the cows, and began to lead them to the place where they would spend the rest of their short, claustrophobic lives. I had a little trouble separating the cows from the sheep at first, but after a bit of gentle encouragement, I got them all situated in their new homes. Now those cows aren't going to breed themselves, so I needed to why the hell did I put that in the script? If I wanted to keep my cow farm going, I'd need a renewable source of wheat, so I planted this small farm. And promptly ran out of seeds. I am so poor. Between my sugarcane farm and the breeding pit, I'll probably have enough books for 15 bookshelves around age 60. I'm not getting any younger here, so in the meantime... Nah, I'm just kidding. I would never stoop so low as to hurt a little.
Huh? Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Let's go. I used a new kind of seasoning on my wheat, and it turns out it makes it grow faster. The cows didn't mind, or maybe they did, doesn't matter. Now the only thing holding me back is my sugarcane production. In the future, I plan on automating not only a sugarcane farm, but a bunch of other little farms and projects in the main base that will exist underneath the outpost. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, make sure you kill Subcow and harvest his leather. Oh, and while you're down there, comment your favorite emoji so you can help me artificially boost this video's engagement. Now that we have enough sugarcane to give an army type 2 diabetes, we can finally make enough bookshelves to enchant up to level 30. That is, if I can ever figure out how to craft. Nice, we get level 30. Now we just need to actually get to level 30. And it's the middle of the day. While we're waiting for nighttime, grab your pencils because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
The amount of experience required to level up in Minecraft has an exponential relationship with your current level. For those of you that missed that day in algebra, this basically means that the higher your current level, the more gamer bucks you need to advance to the next one. This effect keeps increasing as you get to higher levels. The difference really isn't noticeable at first, but at level 40, one level has the same XP cost as the first 12 combined. Long story short, if you're going to do low level enchanting, do it before you grind any more XP.
So here's a solid 10 minutes of useless information.
So armed with this
Knowledge.
I cycled my enchanting table, enchanting my other gear using 1 level each until my pickaxe was guaranteed fortune 3 at level 30. The only risk with this strategy is you can blow through your levels and still not get the enchant you want. Or you can just be like me and get it first try. Until I get fortune 3, perfect. I decided to dye my sheet purple so that every time you see them, you remember to go follow me on Twitch. I plan on live streaming all the footage for part 4, so if you want to get an early look at that, make sure you follow so you don't miss it. It still wasn't nighttime and I was tired of waiting around, so I took the party underground and just looked for a cave. I dug a tunnel halfway down my staircase and quickly found a pretty big cave. Ooh, nice. After killing a couple monsters, I found a zombie spawner. No way. And quickly lit it up so I could loot the chests. They were kind of garbage, so I decided to move on and come back later. I was fighting some mobs, but got distracted by a glow squid. Ooh, glow squid. And immediately killed it.
Why you bullying me?
There was another glow squid, but this one had skeleton bodyguards.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I took care of the skeletons, but then a spider tried to bite me with his ass, and I just couldn't let that slide.
Trust me, you're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you?
Absolutely.
I kept exploring the cave, killing all the monsters I could find, and I actually found a vein of diamonds. Diamond! Although it feels kind of wrong to call this a vein. Damn, the fat one vein. So after that disappointment, I decided to go back to the zombie spawner and grind out the rest of my levels there. Hello. After giving myself several concussions, I finally made it back to the surface and unloaded the thousands of tons of stone and metal I had been lugging around in my back pocket. Once that was taken care of, it was finally time for me to enchant my diamond pick. Yeah, it's safe to say I was a little disappointed. I really shouldn't complain, it's a perfectly good pick, but I just have a ton of mining to do for the underground base, so I really am going to need to put unbreaking on it at some point. But in the meantime, I have fortune 3. It's time to go mine some diamonds. I started with the 1 vein we found earlier, and it actually gave me 2, so not a complete disappointment after all. I wanted to test out how well fortune 3 would work on iron, so I mined an 8 vein, and it gave me 14, which was honestly not as crazy as I was expecting, but I guess it is better than just 8. I ran back to my staircase to go get that 5 vein I found in the strip mine. I got back to the diamonds and the 5 vein gets us to 8 total. Okay, is this a joke? What the hell? I need to figure this out. How does fortune work? Minecraft. Let's see. 2 on average. Yeah, I was kind of malding by this point, so I took my frustration out on the environment around me and angrily mined another tunnel. But I very quickly got bored of that, and so I just decided to go back to the surface so I could at least mald in the comfort of my own home. And to top it all off, by the time I got back to the surface, it was raining. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to sleep. I had no more time for sulking. It was time to get to work on the next big project that could end up corrupting the entire world. A giant sub-cow farm. Now, I can already hear your comments.
But Dirk, how's a cow farm gonna corrupt your world?
Touché, random commenter, but I'll tell you right now, this ain't your grandma's cow farm. This cow farm has a catch that I'll tell you about in just a second. I started off by crafting fences, making sure to use the correct recipe on the first try.
You stupid.
Been playing Minecraft for 10 years and I still screw that up. I ran a little ways away from my base, but in hindsight, I probably should have moved this further away. I flattened out the area a little bit and immediately broke my shovel. I used that opportunity to upgrade to a diamond shovel and ran back to continue flattening out the area. Now that I had a nice flat area to work with, I used the fences to make a perimeter. I found my first victim. I found my first volunteer and lured him into the farm. I think the cows figured out what was going on and left because there were no more in the area, but it's alright, I found a solution. If I'm going to make this farm as big as I hope it'll be, I'm going to need a ton of wheat, so I planted another garden next to the cow farm and used bone meal to get a bunch of wheat and started breeding the cows. We're going to have one sub-cow in this farm for each subscriber to this YouTube channel. At the time of recording, this channel has 66 subscribers, and each new cow requires us to breed 2 cows using 2 wheat. Subtract the 7 cows that are already in the farm, and we need to get 2 times 59 wheat, or 118 wheat. If you sub to this channel, you can be responsible for your very own sub-cow right here in this farm, and if enough of you subscribe, maybe even be partially responsible for the corruption of the world. I was pretty much just going back and forth between breeding and AFKing, and breeding and AFKing, and pretty soon I had lots of cows in the farm, but nowhere near as many as there will be in the future. Before too long, I was feeding the last cow the last piece of wheat, and that means there should be 66 cows in the farm, 1 for each of my current subs. If you want to be a cow in this farm, which admittedly is looking less appealing by the minute, click that shiny red button below the video and claim your very own sub cow. And that's going to do it for this episode of Hardcore Minecraft. You made it all the way to the end of the video, so you probably liked it. If that's true, it would mean the world to me if you could hit that like button. These videos take a very long time to make and edit, so if you could do those things, you would really be doing me a solid. If you want to see these videos a little sooner, turn post notifications on to be notified as soon as I post the next episode. And as always, thank you so much for watching.